So when you order this online, guys, your bike comes with this connector, the Anderson. So you're gonna have to change your connector to a QS8 connector.
If you do not make that type of a connection, there's a good chance that you will burn up this connector. And this is why I suggest taking the side covers apart. It's a lot easier to get the battery in this way. So what is up, guys and girls? If you are new to the channel, I want to welcome you. And I want to start this one off by congratulating you, because if you're watching this video, it's because you picked up a Theia from Powerful Lithium. The Theia is a 72 volt, 50 amp hour battery from Powerful Lithium. Mine comes with the QS8 connector. If you guys were fortunate enough to pick yours up in-house, you had yours installed. If you didn't, you probably have a connector just like this, the Anderson. So what we're gonna do is a step-by-step tutorial as to how you guys are gonna get your battery installed. All right, step number one is going to be removing your side panels. You will find a number of 5 Allens that hold the side panel onto the chassis of the bike. Remove those 5 Allens, take out each side, just to make the installation that much easier. So you may have opted for the QS8 anti-spark connector on your Powerful Lithium battery. And this is the other side, but it always wasn't this way. Originally, an Anderson connector, what was on there. So you might have to do the work yourself. And if you do, then this video is for you. We are gonna show you how to cut this off and make this type of connection.
So when you order this online, guys, your bike comes with this connector, the Anderson, and what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to change your connector to a QS8 connector. So what we did here is we pre-soldered the connector inside, and we also pre-soldered the wire that we're gonna put on top. Now what I do is I put a little solder on my tip, put this on top, and basically just put a little bit of pressure and let it melt together. I have my temperature set on 840. The solder and the wires absorbing all the heat, and the more solder you put in there, it actually kind of takes in all that heat. But this thing happens very quick with a good solder machine.
Right, so having a good soldering iron
is key. It's night and day. So, and look, it's just gonna melt in. It just melts in like that.
And that's what you want. You want it to be shiny, right?
And tell them that on the connector over here, there's a hole over there. Fill that in. I like to fill everything in, so you know the connection is very good. Secure. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it should look something like this. See? Everything filled in. Clean, nice. Put the other connector in there. And I just take one of these. Pops in, just like that.
Awesome. Thank you. Alright, so once that connection has been made, you should have received the strap, something like this. You're going to notice 3 cutouts. 1, 2, 3. These are the 2 that you're going to use. And I think it's okay if you just have 1, but in my case I have 2. If you have the cable on your side, no. If you have the buckle on, if the buckle, okay, so you want to look and get the soft side of the buckle and make sure it's facing down. Take the end of the strap, insert it inside that slit that I showed you. Then you're going to take the bottom end of the slit and you want to push it inside, or inside in between the Kelly controller and the battery plate. Once you're through, just pull. I would suggest some type of foam. This might be too thick. I might have to trim this down, but you want that foam thicker than these screws over here. You do not want those screws digging into your battery. Okay, 3M makes a spray adhesive that I probably would suggest using only so that these things don't slide around. But as you can see, my foam comes way above the screw, and that's just going to add a layer of protection between the battery and this compartment. All right, once that is applied, simply take your battery And this is why I suggest taking the side covers apart. It's a lot easier to get the battery in this way than it is from the top down. It's a lot easier, but it's not impossible. So after you place the battery into the tray, very firmly pull on those straps to keep that battery from sliding around. All right, now after you've done that, you're pretty much good to go, but good to go to the next step. Now this is going to be very, very important, making this connection. You need to ensure that these two connectors firmly come together. All right, so you want to ensure that these two come together. You see that right there? You see that gap? What the fuck scared the shit out of me? That is an improper connection. You may have pressed in, but you're not securely connected until you hear it snap and you do not see a gap in between the two connectors right here. So that, my friends, that is a good connection. If you do not make that type of a connection, there's a good chance that there will be arcing when you're using the bike, and a good chance that you will burn up this connector. So the ONYX has this little opening right here, and this is where you will pass the cable that you will use to charge this bad boy. Hola. These caps, they're 3D printed. I know that there is a file online for an XT60 connection. Pick up one of those if your battery doesn't come with it, and that's what I use to hold my connector in place. All right, now once she's here, the connection is made, the charging cable is installed, slap on your side panels, and you are good to go. All right, putting the sides is also critical. You really want to make sure that that screw is lined up before you start threading it in. They cross that pretty easily. It should be easy to thread. If it's not easily threaded, it's in wrong. All right, so there you have it. Once you've successfully put both panels on, it's time for the cover. All right, so once your cover is on, you have yourself a beast of a machine, and you are ready to get outside and hit some miles. So you go out there and you enjoy. And speaking of mileage, I am almost at that 4K mark. 3K came and, no, I should say 2K came and went, 3K came and is gone. I need to do a review. 4,000 miles later. Anyway, that's another video. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate and smash that like button. Leave me a comment since I get back to everybody. And if you want to, please subscribe. So until the next video, peace out, everybody. Hey, Saran owners, have they got something in store for you?